All right. Hey, legends. Hope you are all doing absolutely amazing. Frazer Brookes here, coming to you live from Dubai. Hey, I hope that you can see me. I hope I'm in the right group. I think I am. If you do hear me, if you do see me, whether you're watching this right now on the live or you're watching on the replay, just let me know. Drop some love hearts down below and just let me know where you're based. It'd be super cool. And hey, I'm just so excited to be with you guys. I hope that in the next 25, 30 minutes, I can share with you, I can help you, I can teach you just maybe one thing that you're not doing in your business right now that's going to be able to help you move your business forward. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Frazer Brookes. I am 34 years old. My network marketing career started in 1987, but I wasn't born until 1988. So really quickly, for those of you who don't know this story, my mum and dad at that point in October 1987, they were so broke they couldn't afford to pay attention. And my dad had bought this house. It was like a 5-bedroom house, 2 living rooms, 2 rooms in the basement. Big house. It was a semi-detached, so it was attached to another house. But it was one of those houses that if you kind of leant against the wall, the whole house would fall down. So my dad come up with this idea that in order for us to pay the bills and make the house good so we can make a little bit of profit and then climb the property ladder that way, we're going to have to rent the rooms out to complete strangers. Right? So we're going to live, like my mum and my dad, with me. My mum was pregnant with me. They lived in bedroom 1. Then they had strangers living in bedroom 2, 3, 4, 5. The living room, the dining room, the room in basement 1, and the room in basement 2. Right? So it was a crowded house. They had one bathroom upstairs that they had to share. So one day, my dad wakes up, cloudy-eyed. He walks towards the bathroom upstairs. He opens the door, and sat on the toilet was one of the tenants, or one of the strangers, from bedroom number 2. And he was like, get out, get out, get out. And my dad had that moment of, I've just been thrown out of my own bathroom when I have a wife who's pregnant with our first child. And he had his enough is enough moment. And maybe you've had your enough is enough moment, and that's why you're here right now. Maybe you're watching this thinking, I've had so many enough is enough moments. I've had enough of having the enough is enough moments, right? I certainly understand if that's you, I certainly understand that because I've been there too. So my dad walks downstairs, he goes into the kitchen, and on the kitchen table there was a newspaper opened up with a picture of an Aston Martin sports car on the right piece of paper, on the right side of the piece of paper, right? And above it said MLM, MLM, MLM. Now we all know that MLM is basically network marketing, right? But back then there was no Google. My dad didn't know what MLM was, so he thought it stood for Make Love Monthly. He thought, make love monthly, make love monthly, make love monthly. I drive an Aston Martin, you can too, call me now. So my dad picked up the phone, ring, 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 ring. Hello, who's speaking, please? Hey, yeah, it's Simon Brookes. I've seen your newspaper advertisement about making love monthly. Yeah. It's not make love monthly, it's multi-level marketing, also known as network marketing. He then talks more about that. He got invited to an event in Blackpool. For those of you who know Blackpool in the northwest of the UK, fun place to go, especially with the families. And he basically got invited to this event. I was in the room, in the womb of my mum at their first presentation. And my dad says, Frazer, it was definitely your first memory. I said, Dad, how do you know what my first memory is? He said, I was hitting you so hard in the head with my elbow, telling your mum, hey, if they can do it, so can I, that you were bound to remember it. Sadly, I don't, but for the basis of the story, let's say I did, right? So mum and dad went on to make millions and millions of dollars in the industry of network marketing. And as a result, I grew up around the industry of network marketing my entire life. Like if you cut my wrists, blood doesn't come out, network marketing does. It's all I know. It's all I've been around. They say where energy goes, like when energy flows, energy grows, something like that, right? When energy flows, energy grows. Well, hey, energy flow right through me in the form of network marketing. Network marketing came past me, and that's what I became. But I was scared to do it. And guys, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. I can't see you on my end, but I'm going to go back after I'm finished to make sure that I see some of you guys' comments who are actually engaging. One of the reasons why I do that is it's called the stack effect, where the more times the more times I see your name and your face in your comments, the more I'll remember you, right? So if someone comments like 100 times or I see them 100 times, I'm obviously more likely to know them than if someone comments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Hence why you know your family more than anyone else, because you've spent more time with them or seen them more, right? Anyway, that was just a really weird side note. But I said no to the industry of network marketing when I was 18 years old because I had the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, and the fear of public speaking. I was absolutely petrified because I thought, if I fail at this, then I'm a failure. I've got no hope at making a better life for myself. I'm going to have to go get the job. I'm going to have to go down that route. I'm going to see my mum and dad travel all over the world. I'm going to have 3 or 4 weeks holiday. 2 of them I'm probably just going to be wanting to sleep in bed because I'll be knackered from my job. The other 2 weeks I may be going on an okay holiday, the only one that I could afford. Or I'll go on one holiday every 3 or 4 years because that's what I'd be able to save up for, right? And then I was scared of succeeding because if I succeeded, I'm going to have to hold the microphone and I'm going to have to speak in front of people. And I don't want to do that. So I didn't want to lose and I didn't want to win. So I thought, well, what's the point? I might as well just not do it. But my dad followed up with me every 3 months for 4 years. 16 follow-ups. So if you're making notes, write this down. The fortune is not in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-ups. It's plural. Then people come to me all the time and they say, Frazer, how do I get the perfect timing of my prospect? You never do, because the perfect timing is not up to you. The perfect timing is up to the prospect. Have you ever bought a house or bought a car because the estate agent said, you need to buy this house right now? Maybe they've encouraged you by saying, if you don't make an offer today, then you might lose it, and therefore you make an offer, but it's always you who puts the offer forward, right? It's always you, so you just have to follow up as many times as you can. And maybe I'll talk more about that later, or maybe I'll go live another time in a few months' time for you guys and talk to you more about following up. But the purpose of this video really is to help you generate leads in today's world on social media. Because when I eventually did join, my dad told me, he said, Frazer, your first assignment, I want you to go upstairs to your bedroom, also known as my office, and I want you to write a list of everyone you know. So I was like, okay, Dad, but how am I going to make money? He said, do that first, and we can move on to the next stage. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went upstairs to my bedroom, also known as my office. I wrote my list. I had 137 people on my list. Now, these were in the days, guys, where like Facebook wasn't really a thing. I mean, it was, but people had like 20, 50, maybe 100, maximum 200 friends. And if you had more than that, it was like you just obviously playing the ad game, right? So I went upstairs, wrote my list, 137 people, came downstairs. My dad looked at the list, said, great, now I want you to contact one person at a time. I want you to contact one person at a time. I want you to do 5 of them, then come downstairs and we'll review what you've done. What do I say, Dad? What do I say? Just invite them round to the house tonight. Like, we just invite the 5 people round to the house tonight and we'll do a presentation. Went upstairs, spoke to my friends, my family, my people who I worked with. 27 no's in a row. After 5, I was going to go downstairs, and I thought, I don't want to make my dad my dad depressed. I want to make him impressed. I don't want to depress my dad. I want to impress my dad. So I didn't go downstairs. I went back into the room and had 22 more calls, 27 no's in a row. And I was fuming, foaming, raging. I had steam coming out my ears. I had a devil's horn. I was bright red. I just wanted to knock my dad into next week. Right? I couldn't hurt a fly. If I had a fight with a fly, the fly would 100% win. But instead of walking downstairs, I was stamping downstairs. You could feel the whole house shaking with rage. And I was about to quit, but I saw my mum dancing in the kitchen. Like Miss Doubtfire, you know that scene off Miss Doubtfire where she's like dancing with the Hoover or the mop or whatever it is. I saw my mum and I went into the kitchen. And as soon as I went into the kitchen, I heard this song. Now, I'm from Liverpool. Please forgive me, I do not sound like John Lennon, Paul McCartney, but I'm going to do it anyway for the sake of the training. La, 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 la. All right, it goes like this. No, 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 there's no limit. No, 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 there's no limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too deep, no mountain too high, no limit. And I'm freaking out. I've got sirens going off in my head, and I'm thinking, hang on. I've just heard this upstairs moments ago from my prospects, my friends, my family. No. But then I listened to the rest of the song. There's no limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too deep, no mountain too high. If I have unlimited number of people to talk to, if my list is growing every day, then there's no limit to my potential. I can make a screaming fortune from this business. So I've come up with 2 things. The first one was this sentence. You know what? You guys can copy this if you want. Network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. And I'm so sorry for the world's worst handwriting. Network marketing is turning strangers into friends, friends into family. That's it. I thought everyone who joins a network marketing business, the majority of the time, if I look at my dad's organization or anyone's organization around the world, almost everyone inside of it is a stranger. Now, you might have 3, 4, 5 people who you already know, but if you've got 1,000 people in the team, that's not 1,000 people who you know, because you're not responsible for bringing them all in, right? They're people, and they say a friend is a stranger that you just haven't met yet, right? Oh, sorry, yeah, that's it, yeah. Anyway, the second one is what I call the +1 formula. The +1 formula. And here's how it goes. If you invite 3 people, right? So you take the number of people you invite. If you invite 3 people to see your presentation, then you need to +1, and that gives the number of people who you need to add to your list. Okay? That's it. So if you invite 3 people to see your presentation, you need to add 4 people to your list. That was it. That was it. And that became my daily method of operation. How many people do I invite? And how many people do I add to my list? I invite 3, I add 4 to my list. I invite 12, I add 13 to my list. I ask 72, I add 73 to my list. I ask no one, I invite no one, I add 1 person to my list. And this gave me a ridiculous amount of energy, courage, skill, posture, conviction, belief. It gave me so much because I just thought, well, if these guys say no, I'm going to have more people to talk to anyway. Kind of the idea of, I think it was it like Greek mythology? I did not think I was going to say the word mythology on this presentation, on this live, right? But if you, what's that one where you cut off the head of a snake, then 2 appear. Cut off the 2 heads, 4 appear. Cut off the 8 heads, the 8 heads, 16 appear. And you just feel like you just can't win. This works in your favor. If this example, they cut off your heads by you not winning, this is a bad example, isn't it? Because I just said to cut off your heads. They cut off your heads, then you're just going to keep growing bigger and stronger. And that's what they say. Success is jumping from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. Write that down. Success is jumping from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. Meaning, you lose, but you're still fired up. How many of you, honestly, have gone lose, and then gone, doesn't matter? Because when I started, before I kind of created this or come up with this and really got excited about this, it was lose, I feel like a loser. I got 27 no's in a row. I was pretty much walking down the stairs to quit to my dad like, I'm really great. And this doesn't stand for Liverpool, this stands for loser, right? But every loser can become a legend. Right? Every master was once a disaster. So, this is the first thing. I believe that growing your list and lead generation is the most important skill in network marketing. Obviously, you have to combine it with other things. If you have the biggest list and you're not speaking to them, then it's pointless. But when you have a lot of people to talk to, when you need to crush a rank at the end of the month, you need to crush a new volume position, you need to re-qualify. When you have a lot of people to talk to, you have then a lot of people to talk to, a lot of people to invite. And if you have a lot of people to talk to and you're not getting the results, then we know it's what you're saying to those people on your list that's stopping you from getting the results. So, here we go. I want to help you create content that gets you known. So, there's 2 ways, right? You've got, let's add another color, the red color, right? You can either be the hunter, which is this. You going out there and adding to your list, right? Or you've got the hunted, meaning people are hunting you. Let me know in the chat, what would you prefer? Would you prefer going out into Facebook groups, Instagram hashtags, the comments of other people's posts, going on to your mutual friends, suggested friends, going on to different videos, searching for different things, adding people and messaging them to start a conversation? Would you prefer to do that? Or would you prefer to know the perfect content to create to get people to find you, add you, message you, find you, follow you, message you, find you, follow you, say, I love your content, I want your link. What would you prefer? I'm going to have a guess that you guys have said hunted, right? Because I can't see you guys on my end for some bizarre reason. It's really, really strange, but I'm going to go in after and check it out. But I guess it's hunted. Now, in the beginning, you have to start as a hunter. You have to start from the prospecting point of view. It's network prospecting. Prospecting meaning you're reaching out to your list of prospects, seeing if they'd be open to see some information. But remember, guys, it's not called network prospecting. That's why you do a little of it. You do a lot of it in the beginning, but of a little of it long term. I have a quote. It's in my book. I dare you. Let me know if you've read this book before. Let me know in the comments. If you haven't, you can go to FrazerBrookes.com/book. FrazerBrookes.com/book. I'm sure you can get the link from one of the legends who are saying that they've read it down below in the comments. But here's the quote. In the beginning, you do a lot for a little, but in the end, you'll do a little for a lot. There's loads of different ways I can explain that, but when it comes to this, in the beginning, you will do a lot of work being the hunter, but in the end, you'll do a little of it, right? In the beginning, you'll do a lot of reaching out to people, prospecting people, but in the end, you'll be marketing. That's why it's called network marketing. You're marketing a product, you're marketing a service, you're marketing your opportunity, you're marketing yourself. And that's what becoming the hunted is. So you will start by being the hunter, but the end goal, the holy grail, is being the hunted. The people who I know who are recruiting 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 people into their business every single month, personally, and yes, there are people doing that, those people are being hunted. They're waking up every morning to 7 people who are interested. They're waking up every day to 12 people who want the information. They're waking up every day to 2 or 3 people who are ready to get started. If you can do both, that's amazing. But long term, for your energy, this is going to be great. The feeling of waking up and having people in your inbox ready to join is amazing. So, here we go. The whole idea is we need to understand that to make sales, we need to create the know, the like, oh wow, I spelled that wrong, and the trust. That's what's going to generate the sale. Okay? We need to get people to know us, like us, then trust us. So when people know us, they've found us. When they then like us, they like us for who we are, what we like, and if they want to live like us, right? This kind of things. And then they'll trust us with time. So let's break this down. The know is created through Facebook Lives. Not Instagram Lives, because the only people watching your Instagram Lives are people who follow you. So they have to know you before that. So Facebook Lives, Facebook groups, because you can leverage other people's audiences. So Facebook Lives, Facebook groups, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok videos. So I think you know a lot about Facebook Lives, Facebook posts, groups, Instagram posts, but the Reels, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, let's just go here. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and TikTok videos. This is the key fundamentals for you to master in order for you to be the hunted. And we're going to break that down in a minute. I'm going to go through a huge formula. I'm going to show you the 3 ways really quickly for you to absolutely crush it, guaranteed with your Reels, guaranteed. So stick around for that. The like. Now, the best way to get liked is through Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, Facebook, Instagram Stories. Obviously, you can create posts as well, but live, like video form content is the best. Think about it this way. How many of you actually use your own voice in all the Reels that you do? There'll be some of you, but think about it. How many Reels have you done where you've just done this? Right? Or this. Right? You don't even use your own voice, and you're not even using your own sound, or you're not even saying anything at all. So if I was to then say, well, I really like this guy. Why? Oh, because I like his Reels. Okay, you like him because you like his Reels. You like her because you like her Reels. No. They should like you because of the energy you've got, how you make them feel, or how you live your life. So how do you do this? You go live and you talk about those things. You embrace your vulnerabilities. You embrace your stories. You embrace your power. You embrace your mentorship. You embrace your positioning. You embrace the suck. You embrace the good stuff. You embrace the bad stuff. You share it all. Now, the people who follow me a lot, right? The people who are my raving fans, they'll be able to tell you the name of my dog. They'll be able to tell you the name of my wife, how I met my wife, the name of all of my books, right? My favorite football team, my favorite hobby, you know. Some of them will be able to tell you how many stages around the world I've spoken at. Like, it's really crazy because I talk about it. So, this is important. To get liked is through lives. And then trust is a very simple equation. Trust is truth plus time equals trust. Truth plus time equals trust. Truth plus time equals trust. Tell the truth. In a long period of time, people will trust you. Now, if you're like me, I'll trust you after about 3 minutes. I'll be like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, I trust you. Here are the keys to my car. Here's my passport. I'm just that kind of guy. I just trust people very, very quickly. But some people have been hurt over the years. I'm not saying that I haven't been hurt, but some people have been really hurt. And every time you get hurt, you lose that trust. Especially when someone lies to you, or you feel that someone loves you and then you find out that they don't, or you lose your best friend, or you think that your best friend's going to join this network marketing thing and then she calls it a scam and then tells all your other best friends that you've joined a scam and now you feel betrayed. So you lose trust. The accumulation of all these things, the compound effect of all these things, means that some people will trust you very quickly after following you. Some people will need 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 2 years, heck, 3, 4, 5 years. I have people, and you guys might have the same. Frazer, I've been following you for years now. I can't believe this is the first time I'm messaging you. Why? That's on them. Right? But I'm not going to stop because of that one person, right? And you know, well done for them to reach out finally. But here we go. The trust is you being consistent. You've heard this before, but I hope this has hit you in a different way. You be consistent so that people can say that you're telling the truth over time, every day. Because I believe, and you can write this down, longevity creates credibility. The longer you do something for, the more credibility you've got. However, now, because of social media, the longer someone sees you doing the same thing for is what creates credibility. And this is why it's so important to stick and commit to the company that you're with long term. Don't just give it a year. Imagine if you were to get married, right? You're at the you're at the altar, your wife-to-be, husband-to-be stands next to you, and they say, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? And you go, yeah, 1 minute. Listen, if you're a really bad husband after a year, I'm going to sack you off and I'm going to find another husband. Do you do that? No, it might happen one in every 3, 4, 500 weddings, right? Whole runaway bride vibes, right? But it doesn't really happen. So longevity creates credibility. The longer someone sees you doing the same thing for, the more credibility you'll have. That's why in the beginning, you will most likely get no leads, but in the long term, it'll all compound and it'll be like this, right? You get not much, a little bit, whoa, I'm inundated. Shall I give some of the leads to my friends? Shall I give some of the leads to my family? Shall I give some of the leads to my team? Right? So, know, like, trust. Reels, lives, consistency. Okay, let's go into Reels really quick. I'm not going to be long with you guys here because I want to make sure that you actually implement a lot of this stuff. So the first way is viral, by going viral. Okay? How do you go viral? Now, viral it doesn't mean viral is millions of likes and millions of views. It can be viral for you. It could be 10,000 views, 15,000 views. You could get 20,000 views and hundreds of comments, right? And all of those comments be relevant for your business. Okay? So, really, really quickly, the V stands for valuable. I think I might have spelled that wrong, right? Bring value. Value can be entertainment, education, energy, or emotion, right? Energy, emotion, entertainment, education, Okay? The I, inspiration. The I is for inspiration. Now, inspiration, when you show your before and afters, you're missing a very important part. Before, after. Think about it. Think about this very, very quickly. Let's say you go to a funeral. Unfortunately, hope it's not. Let's just say it's a distant relative, okay? Or a friend of a friend of a friend. You're going for support, okay? They will talk about the day you were born and the day you die for about 3 seconds. The majority of the whole thing, all the conversations, all the stories, everything mentioned at that event will be the dash. Will there be the in-between, the before and the after? Will be the in-between before the day you were born and the day you die? When you're not showing the between, people are tired. When you just show, here is a before, here is an after, you will do so much better if you show, this is what it was like, this is what I've done, and this is what it's like now. This is what we call the between. The between. This has been a fundamental change to how everyone does their before and afters. Before, between, after. The R is for real and relatable. What are the things that happen in your life that you want to share? Think about it. Watch any comedy act, and I guarantee you that the ones that make you laugh the most are when you go, oh my God, that's so true. Like, oh my days, that is hilarious. That is so true. Because it's real and relatable. I think the best viral video I could do to explain this, and I know I've like hardly stopped here, by the way, guys. I've just been so there's just one thing that stuck out that's made you go, ooh, right? Is there was a woman in America. She's in her car outside like Walmart or Target, one of those brands in the US. She's just done like her weekly shop, and she buys a gift for her kids, and then she says, I've also bought my own gift. The kids aren't having this. This is my gift. And she puts on this Star Wars Chewbacca mask, and she's like, it makes like these noises, like, right? These, that was bad, but like, right? These Chewbacca masks, and she is dying in the car, like she is laughing so hard, and it went viral on hundreds of YouTube channels, hundreds of platforms. She's on the morning shows, she's on the late night shows, the evening shows, the daytime shows. She now charges thousands of dollars to do keynotes, because I've reached out to her before and said like, hey, it'd be really cool if I could interview you and talk about how that changed your life. She's like, yeah, it's going to be this. And I was like, whoa, all right, it's a good story, but not that good, right? Just kind of kidding. She's amazing, all right? So, real and relatable. The A is for actionable. The A is for actionable. What are some things that you could create that people could take action on? Life hacks, home hacks, health hacks, skincare hacks, whatever it might be that you want to do. What are the hacks that you can show that people can watch, take action on, and be like, that was amazing? Think about it. If someone watches it once, they're like, whoa, I should do that. Then they stand up, they go to their kitchen, or they go into their, their dishwasher, or they go into their toilet, or they go into whatever the hack is about. They go onto their computer, whatever, they'll watch it again. And they might save it or share it with a friend. And that's going to help create a bit more virality, right? And then the L, whenever you make someone laugh, you win. When you make someone laugh, they'll share it with a friend. When you make someone laugh, they'll watch it again. When they make someone laugh, they'll give you a like. When they make someone laugh, they'll comment on it. Laughter is the key. Now, I've run out of time for the second way. The second way, really quickly, is simply to track every reel that you do and notice a theme of what works well and what doesn't. If you start saying that every time you tell jokes on your reels, it absolutely explodes, tell more jokes. If you find that every time you summarize a chapter of a book that you're reading, it blows up, do more chapters of the book. If every time you talk about being a mom, it absolutely explodes, talk more about being a mom. If every time you talk about your product, it absolutely bombs, stop talking about the products all the time if it doesn't work for you. It will work for many people, it won't work for a lot. and you can just sprinkle it in. But the third way, and I want to share this with you before I leave, this is the absolute best way. The third way is to copy other people. Find what else has worked for other people and then do your version of that. Copying, modeling, mirroring, whatever you want to call it, is the best way. Seeing that that's worked for someone in network marketing, I'm going to do the exact same thing, because if it's worked for them, it'll work for me. It might not work on the exact same scale as them, but it's going to work for me. So I want to help you out. I really, really want to help you out. So what I've done is I've created something called the 100 viral video posts. These are the top performing short form video posts to gain reach and results in your network marketing business. So what I've done here, this is like a digital asset, right? There's a little introduction there. Now you can see, like, this is an example. This is one that worked really, really, really well for me, like super, super, super well. Got loads of followers, loads of engagement, loads of comments, and therefore loads of sales of the book. But what you'll do on the digital asset is it will show you a video, a screenshot of the video. It will give you a tip on every video. So there's 100 video ideas and 100 tips. And when you click the go to video button, it will take you to the video on either Instagram or TikTok, so that when you're on your phone, you can just basically use the same audio and you can basically copy exactly what I've done. There are already thousands of people in the network marketing space already going through this digital asset and seeing ridiculous results, mainly because instead of waking up and going, oh, what am I going to post today? Frazer says valuable, inspiration, real, relatable, actionable, laughter, but I haven't got anything valuable or inspirational or real or actionable or like, I'm not funny. Like, I don't know what to do. So they're just waking up, going on post 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and they're just copying. They're just copying these. And you'll see there's so many of them. They're not all from me. There's about 5 or 6 from me. Then there's so many different ones as well, right? From just real people around the world. And all of these have provided reach or results. They've either got super viral, so they've got loads of followers, or they've had results, so they've got more leads, more sales. Like, there's just so many. So if you want this, all you've got to do is go to FrazerBrookes.com. Let me see if I can get that link. Let me go FrazerBrookes.com/100. Okay, FrazerBrookes.com/100. Let me see if, I don't even know where I put that. Oh no. There we go. Let me get it on the screen here. There we go. FrazerBrookes.com/100. I'll put it across my chest here. Right? FrazerBrookes.com/100. It is $19 US. There's a price to it, obviously, but it's well worth it. Think about it. When you've completed all 100, you are going to have more followers. It's inevitable. You're going to have more followers, more leads, more sales, signups, team members. But you're going to pretty much have also created the marketing or creativity part of your brain that knows exactly what works for you. So you can use these 100 ideas, and what you're going to find is you're going to know pretty much what your niche is. Oops, there we go. You're going to pretty much know what your niche is. And this is why we created it. We created this to help people just like you be able to absolutely crush everything inside of your network marketing business, to generate more leads than ever before, so that you can really become the hunted instead of the hunter. You can get more people to know you, like you, trust you, and therefore make more money. My mission is to raise the professionalism in network marketing done online, to unite the industry and make it sexy again. And I just hope in the last 34 minutes or so that you've either had some inspiration, motivation, or education, so that you can get off your backside, get to work, and start winning big time. All right? I appreciate you guys. Big, big love. And I cannot wait to see you somewhere around the world really soon. Hope you got value from this, and I'll see you real soon. All right? Kisses. God bless. Bye-bye.